Call of Duty 6v6 multiplayer, in my opinion, is in a really bad state at the moment. And this isn't just me thinking this. I think anybody who's been following 6v6 multiplayer throughout the lifecycle of Modern Warfare and now currently Cold War, we're starting to feel a little bit shafted. People started saying stuff like this, honestly, all the way back to COD World War II and Black Ops 4. COD World War II because the amount of 6v6 maps in the DLCs was limited for the war mode maps that wasn't really everybody's speed, and a lot of people criticized Treyarch for focusing more on Blackout versus multiplayer when it came to BO4. Every time I have the feeling to play Call of Duty, it's sort of tainted by this realization that there's really not much for me in the mode that I enjoy the most. 6v6 multiplayer does not get giant, hearty content additions anymore. And when it comes to Black Ops Cold War, we haven't had, in my opinion, one substantial meta change since launch. No perk rearranging, no stim rebalancing, nothing. The game feels like it's stuck in the late beta period and it sucks. It just fails on every level. Now, Treyarch's made some good decisions with Black Ops Cold War, just like IW made some good decisions in Modern Warfare. But both developers seem to not want to be completely honest about what's in their patch notes. I've heard a lot of rumblings about secret nerfs and buffs, and nobody really trusts patch notes anymore at this point. And when they hype up a Season 2 for Black Ops Cold War and we only get one 6v6 map, I mean, have you guys actually wondered my opinion on this map? I think I've seen a couple people ask for my opinion on this map, but most of you don't really care because you know what I'm gonna say. It's alright, nothing special. Because Nuketown, in my opinion, doesn't look very good and I'm sick of Nuketown, Raid and Express are just directly ripped from Black Ops 2 without any of Black Ops 2's beautiful meta to accompany it, or them, I should say. It really only feels like we've gotten Pines and Apocalypse as new content for Black Ops Cold War's 6v6 multiplayer. That puts a bad taste in my mouth. I hope that Season 3 includes 3 to 4 multiplayer maps. A small one, that's fine, and then 3 mid to large 6v6 maps, maybe 2 remasters, 2 new maps. I don't care. I just need more for this game. Now, I did recently, by playing Modern Warfare, unlock the new AR in Black Ops Cold War, so I will be happy to give that a try and review it for you guys, because as much as Cold War is boring and annoying simultaneously, I do have this COD player inside of me going, you gotta try out the new gun, you gotta review it for people. But it's such a boring landscape. I've already talked about this too much. I don't want to shit on Cold War more than I already have, but I just have to mention in broad terms here that it really does not feel like 6v6 is anywhere on Activision's radar. Like, they know they have to provide it with a little bit of content, otherwise it'll die, and they put a good amount of money into it so they don't want it to die, but they're not willing to substantially impact it. I've gotten some feedback on some of my ideas that I've shared in videos over the last couple of months. One of the ideas I shared was that Call of Duty should cost $30, and a season pass that includes all future multiplayer maps and weapons should be another $30. So if you just want to buy the base game, which is getting smaller and smaller each year, I think that, yeah, $30 is a good price tag for that if they're gonna run it like a live service game that gets funded off of cosmetics. So that's good. Then $30 if you want all future content. So you could buy the game, play up until Season 1's about to start, and then buy the season pass to get all of the content for the rest of the year. The entry fee is lower, and the entry fee to get the rest of the content would be pretty low as well. I was told that that would split up the community, but really all it would split up is the people that don't want to invest another $30 for the rest of the year, and the people that don't mind investing $30 for the rest of the year. Not individual $15 map packs that really split up the community, because some people only bought 2 or 1 or 3 out of 4, and it doesn't work when that happens, of course. But a $30 guarantee you the rest of this year's content price tag is so much better than what they're doing right now. Charging me $60 to $70 for a Call of Duty game and then trickling out content every 2 months, it's sad. Like, Call of Duty, I know Warzone's so popular, but Call of Duty, for me and many others, is about the 6v6 multiplayer. I mean, yeah, Ground War works because it's the Call of Duty formula on a larger scale, but Battle Royale is not the classic COD formula. And you can give it all the props you want. Say it revived the series, say Modern Warfare would have been nothing without it, doesn't matter. the fans of 6v6 are going to start putting less and less time into the series. They're going to start putting less and less money into the series, which is why I think this is in some ways a good thing. I feel like Activision is testing the waters right now. Like, this game is also sort of a market test. Like, how many players do we really lose if we stop supporting 6v6 like we used to? You know, Activision, it's a bad idea to tell your fan base that they're going to be getting less and less product year after year for their money. They're going to put less money in, less time in. They're just not going to invest in your product. I bought every one of Modern Warfare's battle passes to support that system because the game before had reserves with weapons in it. It was the supply drops 2.0. So I wanted to support Modern Warfare, but now with Cold War being even more stingy with content, it is so easy for me to just skip these battle passes and just get the weapons out of them. I also have a problem with battle passes anyway. Because of Modern Warfare, I've learned that owning 100 tiers of content doesn't matter, because I'm not going to use all of it. There's maybe only 10 out of 100 things. It's really not worth the $10. Oh my god, that's $1 per thing. Anyway, I think it's a little bit weird that people think a $30 game with a $30 season pass would completely split up the community when we're all used to spending $60 a year anyway. So COD fans wouldn't have a change in price tag that they're used to, but they have the option to have the lower entry fee and then invest later once they see what Season 1 or maybe Season 2 has. It's a pro-consumer move because it gives people options and allows them to spread out those $60. I also think it's weird that people have told me that 6v6 is dead, that Battle Royale is the future and I should give up on any of my complaining. You know, I really should just accept the future of FPS games. There's a problem with this. This is sort of a catch-22. People aren't into 6v6 anymore, so Battle Royale is the future. What if people aren't into 6v6 anymore because 6v6 is getting shafted? It's not launching with interesting and unique feature sets. We don't have interactable environments. We don't have destructible maps. We don't have anything that's really shaking up that mode. Do you really know if 6v6 is less popular because of Battle Royale or because 6v6 just isn't being given any creativity? One of the things I've been loving about going back and playing a lot of Halo recently is that Halo's core multiplayer experience is actually really fun and aged super well because of its physics sandbox, because of its weapon sandbox, its meta sandbox. Yeah, it's a bit more closed meta than Call of Duty games. It's a little bit more strict on what you can and can't do in order to succeed and be optimal. But god, there's so much variety, there's so much intrigue, just from the vehicles, the physics, and the power weapons. Just those things alone, not to mention interactable map environments, or crazy layouts, or just things like jump pads that take you from one area to the next. Those things add so much to the replayability of Halo's multiplayer. One of the reasons I loved Call of Duty Ghosts was not because it was better than Battlefield. No one ever thinks that Call of Duty Ghosts is better than Battlefield because of its destruction. No, Call of Duty Ghosts wasn't targeting that. Call of Duty is a simple game. It's the subtle things that make it special, okay? Now, a lot of people hated the doors in Modern Warfare, but would you have hated the doors in Modern Warfare if a single frag grenade or C4 would have blown them off the hinges, and potentially when the door flies off the hinges, it could like hit somebody and damage them a lot or kill them? What if there was an actual breaching option that if you get up to the door and melee, your character instead kicks it open, if somebody's on the other side of it, it knocks their gun up and stuns them? What if that was a more interactable thing? What if there was literally a button prompt for throwing your lethal or tactical through a crack in the door, just dismaying campers? It's the little things like that could be so much fun. Just Anya Palace headquarters is so much fun because of the ATVs. Honestly, every one of those large Modern Warfare maps, Grozny Raid, Arklov Peak, Anya Palace, any one of those 10v10 maps, if they would have included ATVs, or maybe a techie, like just like a pickup truck with a turret in the back, that would have added so much fun and intrigue. Just the ability to blow up one of the walls on Arklov, making one of the camping buildings just a lot less easy to camp in, would have been so much better. 6v6, 10v10 classic Call of Duty multiplayer isn't dying because Battle Royale is so cool. If anything, it's dying because they're not doing anything with it. They choose not to innovate, therefore, there is no innovation. Modern Warfare is the closest we got to innovation in a while. I'm not just saying new gimmicks, but the ability to open and close doors and lean on objects. I keep bringing it up because you're interacting with the map. You are touching a part of the map. You are using this part of the map to control your recoil. You're using this part of the map to conceal yourself or protect an objective. Like, The reason you guys probably hate doors is because you play kill confirmed, team deathmatch, and free for all. I played hardpoint. Being able to close metal bulletproof doors on a hardpoint was so game changing. Just that little feature, the ability to put down deployable cover and lock down a line of sight without it shooting out microwave rays that stop everybody in their tracks and make the game a lot more miserable to play. You know, Black Ops 4 was a travesty. But look, it's the little things that count. We don't need massive, game-changing decisions. Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Treyarch, Raven, whoever's working on the next COD, I don't care. We just need you to put a little creativity in the little areas of Call of Duty's multiplayer. You'll see a massive influx of players if you do that. So yeah, is 6v6 dying? Fuck if I know. See when I see you, goodbye.